So Steve, welcome back to FrightFest. You're here with Crushed. How did you get involved with this film, and what was it about your character that kind of spoke to you?
Well, I got involved with this film because Simon Rumley, the director, who's standing there next to me, actually approached me at FrightFest this time a year ago. And Greg Day said, "Oh, there's this guy who'd like to meet you," and I met Simon. We chatted for a long time, and then we met up. And he showed me his script, and I just thought it was incredible. I mean, the main thing for any job is the script and what character you might play, and so he's offering me this really interesting part, which is an expat vicar, gentle and nice, you know, a warm man who has a lovely family in Bangkok with his Thai wife and a 10-year-old daughter, and the family gets thrown into this terrible situation, and it's just a brilliant dramatic intent and a lovely character that I could see I could do a lot with.
And it is a very dark film. I think of everything I've seen this year, it is the one that I was the most stressed out for the longest amount of time. And, you know, between like this and the other films of yours, like A Dark Song, you know, you're not necessarily known for your cheery work. What is it about these darker stories that, you know, intrigues you so much?
Well, I think it's drama and good characters and people in a situation that's out of the ordinary, but ordinary people being in those situations. And I mean, I think it's people living on the extremes of what humans have to endure. And I think certainly in Crushed, this is the worst thing anyone could ever go through. And to examine that in an intelligent way. And with Dark Song, it was a couple of really strange people performing a intense ritual. I mean that was just so interesting in the dynamics between two, because that was a two-hander. And Crushed was it's just a brilliant, just a beautifully written script, and I think I respond to that more than anything, really. Yeah.
And your co-star, I think she was 10, Margot was, when you started filming this. First 9, okay, nice. But this was her first feature. You know, how did you find her as a co-star? Because she has to do a lot of really dark parts of the story.
She does, and she was very poised and very just brilliantly matter of fact about it all, and she saw it as an acting job. And I think her dad was there the whole time, and he knew the industry. I think he'd worked in the industry, and he was kind of motivating her and helping her through it. But I just thought she was brilliant. She has star quality, a brilliant, amazing poise for a 10-year-old. I can't imagine doing that when I was 10.
And how was it shooting in Thailand?
It was good, yeah. So we had a Thai crew, and I think Simon and I were the only English people there, everyone was either Thai or expat living there. So we had some Australian DOP, and Christian was from South Africa, and I thought it had a very different atmosphere, and the crew was so nice, so friendly, and it was a lovely experience. Thailand was just because it was all in Bangkok, which is a very intense city, and we were sort of working all over the city and ferrying back and forth, and it was a very there's lots going on there that you under the surface it was a very interesting place, and I loved it. What fun.
And I guess my final question to you, obviously you're quite familiar with the FrightFest audience by now. What do you hope that they take from this film?
Well, I hope that they enjoy it. Sounds simple to say, but I hope people find the humanity and the joy in it, even though it's very dark material. Because I think the film doesn't necessarily go down avenues you'd expect it to, considering the subject matter. And it's about family, and it's about people being put in a crazy situation. It's about faith, and you wrote not. I mean, it is about the Christian faith, because my character is a Church of England priest, but it's also about your own inner moral core and what happens to you when you're faced with extreme situations. So I hope people just find it thoughtful and enjoyable in that way, as a good piece of work.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for your time and enjoy the film. Thank you.